Alright everybody, welcome on back to the channel. We ended up seeing a bunch of news today regarding Season 3 and the launch of Shattervale. So we got the gameplay trailer, which we will be showing here. We did end up getting our first official look at the double tap perk machine, and I gotta say, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Plus we ended up getting a glimpse at the Mark II ray gun, and there's gonna be 3 different variants to that thing. One of the highlights here for me, and that is actually really piquing my interest, is our brand new enemy types that we're gonna be getting. And yes, I know that we've seen the Disciple before, but this one looks a bit different. Now I could be wrong, but I'm hoping that we're in for a little bit of a surprise when it comes to this enemy type. We're gonna be jumping into all that and more today. If you guys are into zombies content, do me a huge favor, rock the hell out of that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. We're currently on the road to 28,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. It really does mean a lot to me. Be sure to smash all them buttons, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are looking to unlock any of those mastery camos here in Black Ops 6 and you just don't have the time to grind these things out, and I'm talking about Abyss, Nebula, and Dark Matter, then be sure to check out Mitch Cactus. They offer the most reliable services in Call of Duty, including bot lobbies, camo unlocks, or pre-made accounts. So if you are someone that just doesn't have time to game all day and you want to unlock these things, then be sure to check out Mitch Cactus. For a little bit of security, they got thousands of great reviews on Trustpilot, so be sure to head on over to the site and check out any of the deals that they got going on, and be sure to use code REALG for a limited time only. Alright guys, now one of the main things that I really wanted to talk about today is the Elder Disciple, the brand new enemy type that we're going to be seeing here in the Shattervale, and I haven't seen a lot of people really talk about this thing very much. Yes, I think it will have some similarities to our previous Disciples that we've seen, but I think this one's going to be definitely a bit different. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Call of Duty ended up posting about these things in their blog post. It says, strange floating apparitions have been seen flittering about the sprawling gardens and rambling mansion estate, known to be as Elder Disciples. These powerful enemies likely spell trouble for the crew. Elder Disciples gain their strength as they empower the zombies around them while summoning more undead to join the battle. Using their dark magic, these fetid floating carcasses can use their allies to evolve more quickly, allowing lowly zombies to be more rapidly transformed into doppelgast or some other sinister form. To me, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds absolutely insane. Of course, we've seen already regular zombies like turn into parasites and vermin. To have zombies actually turning into special enemies like doppelgast, yeah, that might get a little bit annoying, but honestly challenging, which is a good thing. Eliminate the Elder Disciple before their forces grow too powerful, keeping it at a distance to avoid the scream it lets loose against players who draw too close. The deadly enemy grows more agitated as it takes damage, so try to get the job done fast. Now, to me, like I mentioned earlier, this thing does honestly sound like it could just be an absolute pain, but I'm kind of here for it. I think Black Ops 6 Zombies has been needing that something else in the enemy pool just to kind of shake things up a little bit. It's also kind of sounding like this is an enemy that we're not going to be able to take out just almost instantly. I really highly doubt it's going to be like Stormcaller level style of Disciple. I think this is definitely going to be one of our more difficult enemies that we have wandering around the map, especially since we're not seeing the Amalgams or the Abominations. This map definitely need a stronger elite enemy, and I think the Disciple actually fits really well. Plus, whoever did the art on this thing did an absolutely incredible job. This Disciple just looks disgusting as all hell. It seems we're also going to be seeing another different enemy type taking place of the vermin and the parasite rounds on this map. We now instead are going to be having a toxic zombie round, and these things are going to be sprinting straight at you, and of course, like anything else that is toxic, if you shoot it, it explodes, it's going to leave behind this gas, and of course that can damage you. Personally, to me, I think this enemy type seems a little less fun. It seems like so many games have done this exact same type of enemy over and over again. Now, even though the idea may not be completely original, at least we're seeing a different type of enemy in Black Ops 6 Zombies, and they're not just reusing the same vermin and parasite rounds over and over again. I honestly do love this. It actually seems like Shattervale is going to be our first map that we're actually just getting a bunch of new enemy types. Yes, of course, we will be seeing the traditional zombies, and then we will have the doppelgast. It's nice that we actually got the introduction of the Disciple, and we got this new toxic zombie now. Now, if that T-Rex skeleton would come to life, or if Sam would take over the T-Rex skeleton, if we have to fight it, I mean, that would just be peak. We did also get to see both of our wonder weapons in this trailer. Of course, we got the Wonder Waff. Now, we are also getting the Ray Gun Mark II back, but this time around, it's got 3 different variants. How we acquire these have actually been redacted from the blog post here. It says, provided you've blanked, you can experiment with an additional 3 different variants of the Ray Gun Mark II. First off, we got the W offering similar bullet patterns to a submachine gun. This also has a random chance to ignite enemies. And we got the P, shooting ammunition like a shotgun with a chance to spawn a sigil with the ability to grant invulnerability to a player standing on it for a limited time. Lastly, we got the R. It says, dropping zombies with a marksman rifle like charge, expect a chance to spread a plague infection that can inflict area of effect damage. damage. I gotta say guys, all of these actually sound really cool, and I'm actually really excited to jump in and experiment with these. Maybe if you're not a fan of one variant of the ray gun Mark II, you can just try the other one. Maybe certain ones are going to be better for certain different situations. Who knows, but I cannot wait to get my hands on this and actually try it out. We did also get our first look at the double tap perk machine, and I gotta say this thing looks absolutely awesome. Definitely my favorite looking perk machine in the game yet. They did also give us a list of augments that we're going to be working towards, so we'll throw that up on the screen right here for you guys to check out. For me personally, I'm really hoping that double tap actually shakes up the way that we get to higher rounds here in Black Ops 6 Zombies, possibly making it so some of our bullet weapons actually survive past round 40. Once you get up there, man, some of these guns, it feels like you're shooting a Nerf gun or something. Like the past seasons, we are going to be getting 3 new gobblegums with the launch of season 3. First up, we got a rare gobblegum. Tactical diffusion disables the next nuke power-up explosion you activate and gives everyone 2000 essence instead. I think this is a really good one. So we got a legendary gobblegum support group. Gobble up this tasty gobblegum to acquire the Arc XT, Mangler Cannon, Sentry Gun, and Mutant Injection support items. So I'm guessing it's just going to give you all of them at once. Sounds like this gobblegum would be best used in a squad, so that way everybody kind of gets something. And we got a new whimsical, which zombies all have high-pitched voices for 3 minutes, and that's, you know, whatever. Honestly, I think they could have done a little bit better on the gobblegums that we got, but the nuke one's kind of cool. We are getting a pretty cool reward for completing the main quest Easter egg on Shatter Vale. We will be getting this PH Deadly Carver skin, which I think actually looks pretty cool. He kind of looks like a mad scientist, and Carver hasn't gotten too much love in this game so far yet, so this is pretty cool to see. Now the death machine is also going to be making a return in the form of a score streak, which I also think is pretty damn cool. Hopefully it's actually powerful and useful and maybe actually lasts for longer than 20 seconds. I don't know about you guys, but with all the content that we're going to be getting here, I'm pretty happy myself so far. As of right now, my hopes for Shatter Vale actually being a really good map are pretty damn high. Everything that I've seen so far, from the wonder weapons to the location to even just the atmosphere and the time of day and everything, I'm really excited to jump in. It really does seem like my kind of a vibe for a map. Much as I didn't really mind the tomb, it's just not really a place that I'd like to spend a lot of time in, and I don't know if that really makes sense to people. So far it seems like Shatter Vale could actually be a map that I could sink a bunch of my time into and just grind out XP or gobblegums. Yeah, I just want to go and get some challenges done. Now it is still up in the air if we will be seeing an actual intro cutscene for Shattered Vale. Like I've mentioned before in a previous video, I think we kind of got that with the Liberty Falls cinematic. Just a couple of important things that I'm really hoping for. For one, I'm just really hoping for a really good boss fight. We're fighting the Sam AI, where she takes over the dinosaur skeleton. Whatever the case may be, I just hope it's absolutely killer, because for me personally, I think the tomb boss fight was a bit of a letdown. And lastly, and one of the things that I think is really important, especially since we just got the tomb, that outro cutscene needs to be good. We've done so much build up and teasing of Richtofen and everything, and we're about to finally actually see him in the game. So I got my fingers crossed, and I'm just really hoping that once we beat that boss fight and that cinematic outro rolls, that we actually get to hear Nolan North's beautiful voice. Zombies fans can actually rejoice in seeing and hearing one of their favorite characters back on the screen again. Because I'm just gonna tell you guys this, if that outro scene is silent, or if we have absolutely nothing but Sam AI talking to us or something like that, the community is going to lose their shit. But really guys, that is going to be about it. Extremely excited to hop into Shattered Vale on the 2nd, and then we got Verdansk on the 3rd, so it's definitely going to be a hectic week here. If you guys did make it this far into the video, you are absolute legends. Please consider dropping me a like if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.